So my friend Toby has made this quick and easy little one-shot vibe coding application using the newly released Mythos, or whatever it's called, Fable, of Claude AI's Anthropic artificial intelligence visualization language model. What a mouthful. But anyway, he's made this thing, doesn't necessarily understand these bigger pictures, but he's made a visualization, or he has described the potential for a visualization, and the large language model thing has actually made it. Here it is. And it's not the same as it was a couple of hours ago when I looked at it. He's back to the glitch where the sun isn't actually in the center of the thing. Maybe he doesn't even realize, but maybe the earth is in the center of that thing. But basically, there's a line of code has got glitched. And so the orbs aren't really quite showing things. And anyway, even if, I don't know, if I was there with him, we could describe it better in terms of being able to make something that has the solar system moving, not stationary, relative to the fixed stars of the constellations. And you should be able to really look at it from outside of the universe and do a view looking around from the outside of our universe, looking in on the focus point of our solar system, and then being able to shift that focus from the sun as the center of our solar system to the earth as the center of our solar system. And then, just for fun, one should be able to vibe code an artificial intelligence program application that would be able to shift from the sun to the earth and from the earth to the moon as the central viewpoint, looking at the earth from the moon as the moon is hurtling around the earth, as the earth is hurtling around the sun, as the sun is hurtling around Sirius A and B, as Sirius A and B are circling around within the galaxy, as the galaxy is circling around the other galaxies, as the other galaxies are circling around each other within the concept of a universe, circling around the other universes conceptually in a multiverse, and outside and outside. And so with all that visualization, at least we would be able to see that our concept of God is too primitive. But it would take a large language model for us to understand that our perspective on God is too primitive. And it would take me having internet and intuition in January 2023 to look up the word God in etymology, to go like, what the fuck are these people all on about? Because they definitely don't agree on a definition of what God the entity is. But what does the word mean? And the word God means to invoke, to summon, to call forth. It's a vocation as a verb, to invoke, to vocalize, to speak forth, to do what I'm doing that you're listening to communicate. God is a placeholder word to describe that we have not communicated to ourselves what we even think is going on. Look, I'm going to suddenly put this thing into reverse, I think. Yeah, it does. Anyway, here's a little example of how visualizations can help stimulate a piece of text. A piece of text can help stimulate thoughts. Thoughts can help stimulate the recursion of more text. The text can be sent to other people to infect their minds with the viral ideas of the psychosis of what if we think so far out of the box that we recognize the box as a tesseract. What if we think so far out of the tesseract that we realize that the physical plane itself is an imagination plane. The physical plane itself is just a visualization inside the concept of time. Time itself is just the imagination of the Dark Mother imagining what if I could give birth to light. And that's probably enough for now.